The truck you're driving right now is reporting everything you do to a server you'll never see. And by 2027, the government wants the power to shut it off remotely. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is published federal policy. And the mechanics who understand what's coming are quietly making moves that most people won't figure out until it's way too late. Let me put you in a situation that's already happening to thousands of people right now. You wake up on a Tuesday morning, you walk out to your driveway, you've got a 2023 truck sitting there. You paid $65,000, maybe $70,000 for it. You turn the key, or actually, you push the button because they took your key away too. The dash lights up with a warning, something about an emissions module. The truck runs, but it feels sluggish, and there's a yellow light staring at you. So you do what any reasonable person would do. You call your buddy, the guy who's been fixing cars for 20 years, the guy with the lift in his garage and every scan tool known to man. He comes over, plugs in, and here's where your reality starts to crack. His scanner can read the code, but the system won't let him clear it. The repair requires a dealer-level software authorization. Your buddy, a master mechanic with decades of experience, is digitally locked out of your truck. You have to take it to the dealership. They charge you $1,400. The actual failed part costs $38. And you think that's a glitch. You think that's just how modern vehicles work. It's not a glitch. It's the system. It was designed this way on purpose, and every model year, they tighten the grip a little more. Here's who's doing this to you. It's not one villain. It's a partnership. The automakers, the software companies embedded inside them, the dealership networks that lobbied for repair monopolies, and now the federal government, which sees your vehicle as the perfect tool for control and compliance. They don't sit in a room together twirling mustaches. They don't have to. Their incentives are perfectly aligned. The manufacturer wants you dependent on the dealer. The dealer wants to be your only option. The software company wants subscription revenue from your vehicle for the rest of its life. And the government wants a kill switch in every new car on American roads. Each one of them benefits when you lose control of the machine you supposedly own. But it gets worse. Let's talk about what's already inside your truck right now if it was built after 2020. There's a telematics module transmitting your location, your speed, your braking patterns, and your driving habits to the manufacturer's cloud servers. General Motors got caught selling this data to insurance companies. Not anonymized. Your name, your VIN, your driving profile, exposed by a wired investigation and a subsequent FTC complaint. People's insurance premiums went up and they had no idea their own truck was the informant. Here's the part nobody tells you. You can't fully disable it. On most new GM, Ford, and Stellantis vehicles, the telematics hardware is integrated into the body control module. Ripping it out can disable other systems. You're tethered to their surveillance by design, and this is where it becomes dangerous. The infrastructure bill signed in 2021, the one they told you was about roads and bridges, buried a provision requiring all new vehicles manufactured after 2026 to include what they call advanced impaired driving prevention technology. Read the language carefully. It mandates a system that can, quote, passively monitor the performance of a driver and, quote, prevent or limit motor vehicle operation if impairment is detected. That's a kill switch. That's a remote-capable system built into your vehicle that can decide you shouldn't be driving. Who defines impairment? What happens when the sensor malfunctions? What happens when this capability gets expanded beyond its original scope, which every single government surveillance tool in history has been? Now layer this on top. John Deere already proved the model. Farmers bought tractors for $300,000 and were told they couldn't repair them because the software was licensed, not owned. Farmers had to hack their own equipment with Ukrainian firmware just to fix a sensor on a machine they had the title to. That's not farming anymore. That's digital serfdom, and it's coming to your truck. It's already here. Every year, the repair complexity increases. Every year, another system goes from mechanical to electronic to software locked. Your brakes used to be hydraulic. Now they're brake-by-wire on some models. Your steering used to be a physical column connected to a rack. Now it's steer-by-wire. Your throttle hasn't been connected to your engine by a cable in over 15 years. Every critical system in your vehicle is now controlled by software you don't own, can't inspect, can't modify, and can't override. And here's the financial trap underneath all of this. You're not buying a truck anymore. You're entering a subscription ecosystem. BMW tried charging a monthly fee for heated seats. Toyota locked remote start behind a connected services plan. GM is killing Apple CarPlay to force you onto their proprietary system so they can control the data pipeline and sell you add-ons. The truck is becoming a platform and you're the product. That $70,000 loan you took out is just the entry ticket. The real extraction happens every month after. Now, here's what the smart mechanics figured out. There's a window right now, and it's closing fast, where you can still buy a truck that you actually own. A truck with mechanical fuel injection or simple electronic injection you can tune with a $20 chip. A truck where the engine, transmission, and differential are all repairable with hand tools and a factory service manual. A truck with no telematics, no over-the-air updates, no kill switch, no data harvesting, and no subscription fees. A truck that will run for 400,000 miles if you maintain it, and the parts cost next to nothing because they've been manufactured for decades. This is why mechanics are quietly buying these trucks and holding them. Let me give you the specific vehicles they're targeting. First, the 1994 to 1998 Dodge Ram with the 12-valve Cummins diesel. This is the holy grail. Mechanical fuel injection. No computer controlling the engine. 700,000 miles is not a myth on this platform. It's a Tuesday. You can rebuild the injection pump on a workbench. The block is cast iron and virtually indestructible. These trucks were going for $5,000 to $8,000 3 years ago. Now clean examples are selling for $15,000 to $25,000, and prices are climbing every quarter. Second, the 1999 to 2003 Ford Super Duty with the 7.3-liter Power Stroke. This engine was built by International Navistar and is one of the most reliable diesels ever put in a consumer truck. The electronics are minimal. The HEUI injection system is hydraulic, not common rail, meaning it's simpler and more tolerant of fuel quality variations. Parts are everywhere. The aftermarket is massive. A well-maintained 7.3 will outlast any modern truck on sale today, and it'll do it without asking permission from a server in Detroit. Third, the 1988 to 1998 GM trucks and SUVs with the 350 small block or the 6.5 diesel. The GM T400 platform is mechanically simple, parts are absurdly cheap, and these trucks are easy to work on in any driveway in America. The 350 has been in production in various forms for decades. You could build a complete engine from aftermarket parts without a single OEM component. That's freedom, that's ownership. Fourth, the 2003 to 2007 classic body Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra with the LBZ Duramax. This is the last Duramax generation before the diesel particulate filter was added. It's powerful, it's reliable, and it's significantly less electronically complex than anything that came after. These are appreciating assets right now. Mechanics know it, collectors know it, regular people are just starting to catch on. Here's what to look for when you're buying. Mechanical simplicity is king. Avoid anything with a diesel particulate filter, a diesel exhaust fluid system, or a complex emissions after-treatment setup. Those systems are expensive failure points designed to meet regulations, not to help you. Look for trucks with manual transfer cases, manual locking hubs, and cable-operated throttles where possible. Check the frame for rust, especially if the truck is from the Salt Belt. A solid frame on a high-mileage truck is worth more than a rusty frame on a low-mileage one. And get a compression test on any diesel before you hand over money. The engine is the asset. Everything else is replaceable. But here's the urgency. These trucks are not being made anymore. The supply is finite and shrinking every single day. Everyone that gets wrecked, parted out, or left to rot in a field is one fewer available. Meanwhile, demand is exploding. The mechanics buying them understand a fundamental truth. A truck you can fix yourself, that doesn't spy on you, that can't be disabled remotely, and that doesn't require a software subscription to operate is not just a vehicle. It's sovereignty. It's independence. And in a world that's engineering dependence into every product you touch, independence has a price that only goes up. The window to buy these trucks at reasonable prices is closing. 5 years from now, a clean 12-valve Cummins will cost what a new truck costs today. That's not speculation. That's the trajectory we're already on. So here's my question for you, and I want you to answer this honestly in the comments. If you knew your new truck could be remotely disabled, was selling your driving data without your consent, and was designed so only a dealership could repair it, would you still buy it? Or would you rather own something that's truly yours? Drop your answer below. Tell me what you drive and whether you'd trade it for an old truck that you actually control. Because here's the thing. What I just showed you about trucks is only one piece of this. The same model of planned dependence, software locks, surveillance, and subscription traps is being built into something you interact with even more than your vehicle. Your home. Smart thermostats that can be adjusted by your energy company during peak demand. Smart locks with firmware that can be bricked by an update. Appliances that won't run without an internet connection. The same playbook, the same control structure, and almost nobody is talking about it. But I am, and that's coming next.